The coronavirus affecting every industry imaginable at this point, but maybe especially the cruise industry.
I mean, think about those closed, confined quarters. You got nowhere to go. What do you do if you're thinking of booking a cruise, or maybe you already paid for one? Here's 3 on your side's Gary Harper.
The Center for Disease Control just issued a warning advising people not to take a cruise, all because of the coronavirus. As a result, a lot of people, including a Chandler family, are out a lot of money because they've already paid for their cruise, a cruise they don't want to take now.
John Sherman and his family are supposed to be on a Mexican Riviera cruise, but his pool is as close as he'll get to any water. Instead, he and his family are stuck watching TV and basically doing anything they can to pass the time at home.
You're home, you're supposed to be on vacation right now. What does that feel like?
It's pretty upsetting.
John and his family paid more than $2,500 to vacation on this Norwegian cruise line, but due to the coronavirus outbreak, they never took the trip.
So exactly why is John and his entire family stuck here in the house instead of being on a cruise? Well, that's because his wife's employer just found out recently that they were taking a cruise, and the employer was fine with that, but they said, once you get back, you're going to have to self-quarantine for 14 days, something his wife didn't want to do.
As a result, John and his family are out $2,500, all because they didn't have the correct travel insurance that could have reimbursed them. Instead, they had the lowest policy that didn't protect against a cruise cancellation. Dave Rodriguez is a Valley travel agent who advises the correct level of travel insurance is essential.
Important to get insurance, correct?
Absolutely. It is very critical to get insurance, regardless of whether there is an epidemic or not.
But Dave says it's also important to get the right coverage. Remember, John and his family didn't.
You expect to be on a cruise. We've been planning on this for months, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting at home with nothing to do.
And then there's this. The Center for Disease Control just issued this warning advising travelers to defer all cruise ship travel worldwide. So what do you do if you already booked a cruise and you want out? Dave recommends checking your travel insurance policy, if you bought one, to see if you can cancel and be reimbursed. If not, here's some comforting news. Many cruise lines just implemented a consumer-friendly cancellation policy that allows you to postpone your cruise until the coronavirus is under control.
The cruise lines, are really trying to make sure that they're doing right by consumers right now, and as they always have in the past, because they really want to make sure that people feel confident and have the peace of mind when traveling.
For example, Norwegian Cruise Line just launched its Peace of Mind cancellation policy. It's only temporary, but it allows consumers to cancel their cruise up to 48 hours prior to departure with no questions asked. Consumers are not reimbursed, but they're allowed to postpone their cruise for as long as 3 years. Unfortunately for John and his family, Norwegian's cancellation policy kicked in just 2 days after their cruise date.
You just missed the deadline.
Yeah, just missed the deadline.
3 on your side has reached out to Norwegian Cruise Line to see if the company might reconsider issuing our viewer a credit for a future cruise. When they make a decision, I'll let you know in a follow-up report.